Welcome.
Welcome back, everybody. Right on
Uh,
schedule.
Never late, never
We've, ne
miss an episode.
we've never been late. We've never missed an episode. I hope you're the same. I hope you're keeping up with the episodes because you know what you're watching. What are they watching?
You guys are watching the evening Soothe with Mr. Beat Pig
B Pig and
and Mr. JKJK.
JKJK.
I don't know how the Mr. added to it, but I think it gives some sort of a respect that we
Hey,
deserve.
you could be
Uh,
Doctor JKJK.
I could be Doctor, Professor,
Hey, DJ JKJK, Professor JKJK.
DJ JKJK.
We are
That's pretty
DJs.
nice.
That is nice. Let's see.
But yeah, it's pretty amazing that we got back together because things are getting crazier and crazier. There's a lot of news that have been going on. Some of the latest news is that there was a submarine exploration. Have you heard about that?
Oh my gosh. This submersible. I think it's called the Titan.
Titan. Is that I didn't I read only one article and the rest was from the people. Uh I tend to stay away from negative news. But at first it was kind of I was intrigued. At first I thought it was some sort of a Bermuda Triangle situation. And I was like, oh no way. Things are happening. But then it was a little more tragic than a mysterious vanish of the submarine. There was a submarine trying to explore the Titanic for the listeners, and they lost the submarine for a while. They couldn't find it. There was no signal, and in a week, uh, they were just shreds.
Man, they were shredded, bro. Which rest in peace. I can't believe it. That's terrible, man. Here's the deal. Ocean Gate, uh, Titan. Okay. Submersible. It's not a submarine. I think Subway should come out with a menu item, the Ocean Gate Titan sub. I think it would sell like hotcakes, and I think it would be a nice way to kind of commemorate the people who passed. And
Yeah,
I think that would be like a nice thing to do for the people that passed because it's on everybody's radar, radar. Like not to be too nautical here, but it's on everybody's radar. Um, and I think that would be a nice thing to do. And so that's going to happen. But just a tragedy here. And the carbon fiber, it sounds like that's not the appropriate. We've learned something here. Carbon fiber is maybe not the appropriate material for those types of depths. And it's tragic that there had to be a loss of life. I wish they would have heeded the advice of some of these engineers that were saying, hey, this thing's a death trap. Goodness gracious, you can't fire those people. You got to take that seriously.
yeah, yeah. It was. They were just regular people, right? I don't know if they were trained or maybe some of them were supposed to be trained, but I know some of them were just like regular people.
Well, one
All
was a
right,
dang, one was a kid, which is terrible. I can't believe that they would let that happen. I
that's a
mean,
regular person.
yeah, that is absolutely a regular person, um, and a very special. I think children are just very
Yeah.
important and need to be protected. But um, yeah, it's very tragic. That's the curse of the Titanic. Strikes again. That damn thing took Kate Winslet. Took I don't think it did it kill J.P. Morgan or did he sink it? I can't remember. And killed Leonardo DiCaprio, who was great in um, Inception. I can't believe he didn't get to do another movie just because of the Titanic. So it needs to stop. We need to stop going out there to that damn thing. That thing's killing us. And this is in all seriousness. I'm not joking around. Quit. We got video of the Titanic already. James Cameron went down there with a team of people. An old woman was kind of driving the ship, and she had the jewel. What was it? The ocean's jewel, the ocean. And she was able to use that to find the Titanic, and they found the Titanic. And so James Cameron has all this footage already. Just watch that. You don't have to go down there. Don't take your son and just rest in peace, these people. I can't believe that people actually lost their lives. Um, I mean, of course, stuff like this happens every day, right? Terrible car accidents all the time. But these people just happen to be high profile. I know people lose their lives every day, but it's just a tragedy, international tragedy.
Yeah. But unfortunately, our show is called Evening Soothe, so we're gonna lift it up a little, yeah, decompress the situation and get a little more on the major chords
I like that.
from the minor scales. We're gonna any good news on your side, Mr. BP? Anything going really nice?
Any good
And
news? Listen, I'm 30 years old. This guitar is out of tune. But one thing I do know is when I turned 30, I realized, hey, why am I not um, wearing this mask all the time? Why am I not? I got to be serious about my craft here. And if I'm 30 years old, it's time to put away the hash pipe. I got to bury the hatchet and really start to get serious about the character here. So I'm officially announcing on this episode that I am going to get this mask surgically grafted to my head. They're just going to go down here, and it's not going to be the whole thing, so I can take this off and I can breathe just normal, just fine. Um, they're gonna figure out something to do with my hair. I got to laser that, but then we're gonna just get it cinched up real nice on my head there, and that'll be permanent. I just got to figure out my passport situation. Then I'll be going down to the border, getting on the other side there, get all my papers figured out, get this surgery, and then I'll be back fresh as ever. I'll probably need a recovery time, so I might be bandaged up a little bit.
which is absolutely the good news.
That's the good
Um,
news. Now, there's some bad news with that. You know, I'm gonna have to be watching out for ringworm, shit like that. But I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine. I have tons of Pepto. I have tons of antibacterial stuff, Pepto-Bismol, so I should be fine.
what about headphones?
Those are part of the deal. Those are getting grafted as well. And it's fine because I can just plug it in at night when I go to sleep. Bam, I got to sleep on my back. That's fine. I would kind of like that anyways. Kind of like sleeping on my back. So, um, bing, bang, boom. Nothing
Cool.
to worry about really.
Really cool. Yeah. Uh, I yesterday I was watching the video, right? And my brain was like porridge. So I was watching the video that you sent to me about um stop like trusting my brain. Just don't try to win it, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And try to trust my heart. Like go as the moment goes. Don't be afraid to mess up. Mess ups is a part of it. And yeah, it all makes sense. But I needed to hear like some, I guess, either music because silence was a little scary. I was working yesterday for 7 hours or so, and our TVs were broken, so I couldn't play any music. So I was working in silence, and do not recommend to do it if you're not specially trained for it,
Hmm.
because it was pretty wild at times. People would come and get food at my job, and I would give them food, and they would be like, "Yeah, we'll eat here," and there's just the the warmer and or the oven.
Oh, really? Really?
So it was an interesting thing. Yeah, it was a interesting experience. And then I was watching videos where there was too many words, like anything I saw. So I ended up on some music, I guess something without words, and it was healing music. And I liked it. I was also trying to fall asleep, and it was 3 a.m. or so, and I was just wide awake, just thoughts were in my head. I'm like, get away, get away, get away. But it didn't work until I played it, and it worked.
Hmm. Music soothes the soul, my friend. That's that's what it must have been. Oops, shit. Music was soothing your soul.
Exactly.
That's
And
beautiful.
this video is soothing your heart with all
Yeah, yeah. Um, I
this
sense,
podcast. I mean,
hey, this podcast is here to heal and repair the hearts of our audiences and our own hearts as well. This is very soothing for us. We get together, we have a little snack, a treat. For example, right now, I'm having, this is not sponsored, so I'm going to say candy, peanut butter, chocolate, candy, shaped like a cup. You know what the fuck it is. I'm having a little snack, and it's nice. And you're hanging out, you're on the beach. Or no, you look like you're on the beach. I love your style today, man. Who are you wearing?
thank you. Thank you. It's, I would say it's a designer's collection, but it's not. I'm wearing a yellow bucket hat, which can also be worn inside out. Some
Ooh.
glasses I found on a hike. Um, I'm wearing a tie I found at a thrift store to match the bucket hat, and it kind of matches your mask too, soon to be face. And the little tie-dye shirt that was made for me at one of the jobs that I had when I was working at a, they made me a tie-dye shirt from their merchandise, and it's
Ooh.
comfy.
Ooh, what's your shirt say? Can you read it, or is that a secret? Maybe it's a code.
uh the shirt
Yeah.
the shirt says hold on. The shirt says believe there is good in this world,
Wow. That's
which is
beautiful.
hard to do,
That's tough
but
sometimes.
that was on the merchandise, so I had to take it.
Here's one good thing. The way you coordinated your your attire today, I gotta hats off to you. You know, that's beautiful. I didn't
Well, I
even
have to give my bucket hat off to you for having your outfit. I think we are kind of on the same beachy type of uh frequency.
we kind of are on that island vibe, man. We're on the island vibe, man. Hear me now. Hell yeah.
I a Bamba Club.
Hey, Bumba Club. Jamaica, man.
Yeah,
Irie.
man.
Everything Irie. Everything Irie.
Wagwan.
What? I'm working out, man. I'm sore. I'm sore as shit. But as you can tell, I've been
I've been
working out
stretching
hard.
recently. I kind of want to sit. Yeah. Whoa. That's pretty hard. Yeah. I think you definitely your arms look toned. Uh,
Yeah, I worked out 2 days.
but I've been nice. Sometimes
See,
that's
but
all it takes.
that's all it takes, man, for the beast pig. What were you gonna say?
Well, now I'm gonna say a lot of things.
Let her rip, bro.
First of all, One Punch Man used to train by doing 100 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, 100 squats, and a 10K run. Oh, and 10 uh, sit-ups every day for like a couple of years or
Only
so
only 10.
until he became bold and became too strong.
Okay. Only 10 sit-ups and he became bald.
No, 100.
Oh, I thought you said 10. I was gonna say I can do 10. Actually, I can't do 10 because I have a back injury, but I could not do 100 uh push-ups or any of that shit. I couldn't do 100 anything. I
I
could
don't
eat,
think I can do 100 push-ups in like one set. That's a lot. That's a lot. Like you need to train for that a lot.
dude, I don't think I could do 100 in a day. I could eat 100 of these though. This is not sponsored. I could eat
Whoa,
100 of these.
nice. Um, I don't know. I've been training a lot recently, so I probably my max on push-ups maybe is like 60, 50, 50, 60, 50 probably. But if
Wow.
I really try, maybe more.
Damn. Man, that's really impressive. I had a friend once that could do like,
Yeah, pull-ups, I'm pretty bad at pull-ups, so can't tell you.
do you have like a pull-up bar at home?
No, I do have one, but I can't fit it into the doorway.
Yeah. You know, last time I tried to do a pull-up, I couldn't. I was so out of shape. I could in high school, but couldn't even do one.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. Doing a pull-up is hard. I used to, well, you see, when I was younger, I was really into like pull-ups and all that calisthenics type of deal where you would train your body, with the weight of your body. So I would be able to do muscle ups, so like probably five in a row when I was younger, and some like different tricks I could do. But yeah, I stopped, but it still kind of stayed with me. Some of it is like little muscle technique. So it's not about like pure strength. Maybe it's some technique too.
Sure. Balance and yeah, technique. Yep. Maybe not balance so much, but a
Yeah,
little.
using the right muscles. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Right. Overhand,
But
underhand.
it's hard to do a pull up.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I
Yeah,
used to,
it's
I
hard to get in like uh-huh.
can do one of these. I used to be able to,
Nice.
yeah, I used to be able to do one or two, or maybe three, but you're kind of using both hands still, you know? So I could never do fucking that. I can do that.
I could do one, maybe. It wouldn't be like this, right? Like straight with a perfect form, but it
Hell
would
no.
be like sideways, I guess.
Yeah, I'd be off to the side. Be swinging like a fish on end of a
Yeah.
line, baby. Should I do that?
But
Should I be doing that?
I don't know. Back at my job, we don't encourage our children to do that. They do that a lot.
What do they do?
They lift their clothes up,
Hey,
their dress, t-shirts, whatever clothes they wear. They walk out without their shorts from the bathroom, just like, huh, what's going on? Am I missing out?
no, don't be doing that. You guys can't do
Yeah,
that.
that's too bad. That's messed up. What if it
That's
stays on? Well, if it stays on, it's fine. When you're, well, I don't know. Is it? Should we normalize being naked? I
well, I
don't
mean,
know.
that's depends on where you're at. I think Europe, they're very comfortable with nudity. Parents and their children. I mean, it's like not in a weird way, of course. I mean, this is what I've heard. I've just been told shit. Well, I'm not European, so but it could be a bad example. We could be doing sort of like a reverse type thing. I'm the bad guy. I'm like the villain here of the show, where I'm a bad example. Of course, I don't want to be the villain.
Devil's advocate.
I could be devil's advocate, but I don't want to be the villain, man. Like, we need a hero that looks like this.
Nice.
And you're
I
a hero
approve.
too.
Yeah, we're all a little bit of a hero, I guess, right? To a certain extent.
I guess that's what at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to get at. And that we're the heroes that are really the friends that we made along the way, and that the real evening soothe. Maybe that's just the friends that we made
Yeah, but
along the
I
way.
was actually being maybe I was reading a book, well, still am, the one that I sent you the name of recently.
Yeah.
And they were talking about the hero. I just stopped at that right moment when they were talking about it, and they were saying how much does it matter to be a hero in history, or maybe it's more about being a hero within you. Is it the logo, the title that we're chasing, or is it the core, the purpose of it,
Right. Right. I think we can
the
be our
purpose
own.
of a hero?
I think we can be our own hero. I don't think we need anybody to validate that. I think you just find what you need in the
That's
world and
that's actually pretty valid. Trying to figure out how to increase the volume. You can actually look straight. I think that's better. Yeah,
how's this? Do I
that was a
sound all
little
right?
off-putting. I think it sounds great. Does your
What?
microphone on the headphones work?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I think
Is
so.
that's what it is. Yeah, it sounds great.
What
Sound crisp.
is this off-putting when I look this way?
Yeah,
But this is on-putting.
looks a
I'm
little artificial.
I'm
This is
on-putting.
definitely putting on. You're
I'm
on some good pudding.
I'm on steroid pudding. What's like a name of
Bah,
what's the name of a steroid? Or like a even a supplement, creatine, which is not a steroid, and it's like I was fucking eating that shit in high school a couple
nice.
times. Dude, I actually have shoulder muscles. That's crazy.
Yeah,
All right. This is a flattering angle too. It's like kind of top down. It makes me look more triangular, more broad than I am paper.
the light. My too bad. My all my muscles are covered with hair. Well, there's hair everywhere.
I think I like that though. I think that's cool. I mean, I'm not saying I like that, dude. I'm not saying I like that. I'm just saying, and it's not bad if I like that. I'm just saying that's not what I was saying. Little chest
Are
hair.
you
I got a
like
little.
that? I know. Oh,
Don't
we're going
say that. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
pudding. Some heavy pudding.
Hey, I hope
Hell
that's
yeah.
not off-putting. I hope everybody's on pudding right now. If you're at home, grab a snack wells or what are they called? Grab a fucking snack pack. Get yourself chocolate pudding, maybe tapioca.
Cheers
Hey,
to that.
cheers. Cheers to that. Don't cheers to a tapioca. Hey,
It
actually, I'm afraid to touch my camera because it's taped up. It'll fucking fall.
that's a great call. Yeah, and that's actually a good transfer to say the reason we're here is that we still don't have any donations since the last time, and we're still in search. We're not saying anything, yeah, but we gotta do it, and you gotta help us. That's how the world works. Well, you help us. We help you. It's have this episode of the Evening Soothe happen. So much investment goes into it, and there is not that much money of the investments left. It's running low.
So
We're running low.
we're
So
running on
low.
empty. We're running on empty right now. I'm doing this in a somebody's lake house. I don't know whose
Yeah.
lake home I'm in right
Barely
now.
breathing.
We're barely breathing. I'm in somebody's lake home. Brought all I have is a sleeping bag, these headphones, a computer, a monitor, a camera, and a bunch of fucking Reese's peanut butter cups. I'm just sleeping in somebody's lake house. We need somebody's patronage, and we're not saying anything, but we do need just one angel investment of one-time payment of $4 million or more, and then we'll leave you alone.
Or a little less is
Or it could be
okay too.
less, a little less,
A little less.
but 7 digits would be
A little
sick.
less.
Seven digits would be good.
Yeah,
We'd spend it well.
it would solve our problems, your problems, maybe. No, I'm not gonna say world hunger problems.
It's gonna
A little
solve.
bit would feed some poor people. You'd see us just walking around, throwing around peanut butter cups, food, calzones, ice cream, and all sorts of that type of stuff.
We're giving it to the kids. We're giving them the ice cream. They're loving it. They're having a great time. The parents don't have to do, worry about that with taking care of their kids. They're just eating ice cream, like sandwiches, calzones, like you said. Everybody's getting this type of stuff. And listen, we're not trying to exaggerate. We're not saying anything, but if you do this one-time angel investment of up to or more than $4 million or a little less than $4 million, you know, we could solve, we could be bringing people back from the dead. And I'm not saying that
Yeah. Oh, but
for
finish,
sure.
finish it, please
I'm not
tell me.
saying for sure. I am not saying for sure. But what's the worst that could happen if you gave us $4 million? If that's on the table, even if there's a point oh oh oh
Don't
one
you want to know?
percent, even if there's a small percent chance of that, you'd be crazy not to take it. It's curing death, basically. Bring people back to life.
One time opportunity, one shot.
This is one shot. And we will be doing this show for the next 10 years. So
Would you let? Yeah.
if at any point you want to give this angel investment, you got 10 years and not a day more, not a second more. Headphone warning.
I agree.
Yeah,
I,
you might be wearing headphones right now, my
I,
friend.
be- I am, but my internet is a little slow, so it comes with a little lag. But yeah, we've been trying to come together and record this podcast for so long, and I forgot some of the things I wanted to say. But there was a hail 2 weeks ago in the place where I live right now, size of half a peanut butter cup, and as it was dropping on the ground and popping back up, it looked like it was popcorn. It even sounded like popcorn when it was hitting the windows.
Really?
Like,
Did it taste like popcorn?
yeah, and it really looked like popcorn because it was hitting off the ground and popping back up, and there was so much of it. It was like a lot of popcorn popping on the ground.
Wow, dude. That's kind of sweet. Did it taste like popcorn?
It tasted like ice.
Oh shit. Did you try some?
Nah, I
Bro,
think the kids did.
okay. And they told you.
Yeah, we were staying inside, but one of the teachers brought it, and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Or heck yeah. Hey, if you're a kid,
Oh,
you got to be doing something else. Don't watch this. I just said a cuss word and I feel bad.
yeah.
But hey,
I
if you're
think we get an 18 plus rating anyways. So we're R-rated podcast. So
this is adults only. If you're a kid, you're supposed to be doing something else. You should be doing homework right now. So turn this off. But mom and dad, go show this to your mom and dad. I'm sure they'll have a rip roaring good time here at the evening soothe with me, Beat Pig, and
JKJK, me,
JKJK.
for the evening soon. Uh, my train of thought.
So we got the
Uh,
hail, we got the 18 plus. We're running out of time.
Running out of how much time do I have? All right, we have some time. Uh, Hail was great. Book that I'm reading is great. It's called For the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. So all the readers out there, uh, check it out.
Hey,
I have some plants in my house. I have plans in my mind to move sometime soon. And I think so what I want to do with my life is to live semi-sedentary lifestyle. I think would be kind of nice. Live somewhere for like 3, 5 years, somewhere else for 3, 5 years, and move around, explore until I get tired of it, of course. And I want to have the opportunity to do it. So yeah, there might be some traveling towards the Silk Road.
ooh, ooh. So, what are some places that you'd like to see once you kind of start this new chapter of your life and go out questing like an adventurer?
Japan.
Ooh, damn. That's one of the best spots. That's one of my favorite places I've been. I've done business. I'm just kidding. I've always wanted to though. It's a very, very beautiful looking place. Beautiful architecture, beautiful scenery, beautiful art.
Yeah, Europe in general would be cool, more of the Western Europe, I guess. Um, yeah, even Southeast Asia would be fun, I think. Like something very, wooden houses, villages,
Ooh,
food on the streets, people cooking with their feet, that type of stuff.
that's what I like, bro. I like a foot pasta or a foot kind of
Not
foot.
that, yeah, I've seen people doing it in Pakistan, I guess, not in anywhere in Southeast Asia, but yeah, I would probably not eat that, but I've seen people do it. But I've seen people not that would not eat, for example, a cow brain, and I've had cow brains before,
How was that?
raw and fried.
So which is the better? This is the classic
Fried,
question. Fried? Okay.
fried, of course.
Naturally.
Raw, it's really chewy,
Hmm.
and you keep tasting like that it's not meat, you know, and like not muscle part of the food. Sorry, I'm getting a little unsoothing here,
No, 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 no. This is
but fried is great. If we fry it well, it's amazing.
hey, when I come to a food like that, I just tell myself, listen, if there's a large community of people who are eating this, it's safe to eat, man. I mean, everybody's got maybe a different gut biome, but it's not gonna kill me, Might maybe it won't sit well with your stomach, certain things, but it's not dangerous, this stuff. If there's a whole community of people eating it, you're probably good to eat it.
Yeah,
As long as there are species, like you can't feed a dog grapes, right? So if it's like a community of elephants, they got to be human beings, right? I think elephants eat all types of stuff, bro. I think they eat mud. Do they eat mud? Or they drink like a mud smoothie?
they might drink a mud smoothie. I have not heard about them doing that or even eating mud. That's something new
I've been watching a lot of
across my
National Ge
horizon.
I've been watching a lot of
Really,
National Geographic on Apple TV recently, so I'm sort of a specialist.
not sort of.
Hey, not sort of. I am the specialist. I'm the most specialist guy there is.
That's pretty cool. What do they do it for? Is it for nutrition?
Yeah, I think there's like something in it that actually even counteracts some acidic plants that they eat. So this is like I don't know what it's full of, but this mud is just rich in some sort of vitamin or nutrient or base thing that counteracts these leaves. That I think it makes them sicker and sicker as they eat these leaves. So they have to find this mud smoothie. And then they bathe in the mud
Mm,
and they're like drinking it up and shit. I promise this is real. This is not a joke.
That's cool.
And we don't joke on here.
Elephants
Everything
are
is
cool.
true.
I like the elephants.
I love elephants. All right.
No,
So this is like a not fair question, but we got to ask it. And everybody in your comments, leave your answer, please. Please. What's your favorite animal? JK, do you have a favorite?
favorite animal. That's a great question.
Thank you.
I have uh three maybe.
All right,
Can
that's
I
okay.
name
Yeah. Yeah, you can have three favorite
three?
animals. Fuck yeah.
So one of them is an owl.
Yes.
Second one is a fox,
Yes.
and third one is a tortoise.
Ooh, we're going tortoise route. I like that, bro. Here's a beautiful little line about the tortoise. The tortoise knows the trail better than the hare. So, by going slow in life, taking your time, not rushing through, you get to know life a little bit more. Stop and smell the flowers a little bit, okay? Work out, do a little. I'm only working with 12-pound weights here, but do a little exercise. Take your time. You'll be all right. Don't just take it easy, baby.
That's a great message. Totally on you. Oh, totally with you on this one. Uh, but yeah, they say that the a snap of a finger has about 10,000 moments of it.
Really?
And there's also, yeah, a lot of moments in life too, but time is like such a big thing that we get confused. It's like one pure presence, not a millisecond before or after. You're right now. That's time kind of, and it's so short, and everything is moving all the time. Your atoms and molecules, your blood, your heart, your eyes are twitching right now. Um, you know, and yeah, all of that is happening at the same at 1 second, like less than a second. And we can't track the time.
Yeah. Yeah, time is listen, if you're young, you are rich beyond measure. If you have time, if you're young and healthy, you are much richer than Jeff Bezos, because I don't know how old he is, if he's in his 60s yet or not. I mean, he looks good, but to have a wealth of time on your hands is a gift, a treasure that I'm sure they would trade their fortunes to have. So enjoy that, enjoy that, and make your
Yeah,
dreams
you
come
might
true.
not be able to catch the moment. Never, yeah, definitely do. You might not be able to catch that moment, but you have a better chance of trying to enjoy that moment.
That's right. And with that, we got less than 1 minute. I'm Beat Pig.
JK, JK, DJ, JK, JK.
And you've been watching the Evening
Oh,
Soothe.
on the evening suit. That's right.
And you gotta
Always a
come
pleasure.
you gotta come back for the second half. Do you want to do another episode here?
We could.
Who knows, dude? The world's our oyster. Enjoy your life. Be soothed. Be soothed. Be soothed.